Today's guest is Ken Stiefler, and he's president of Exits LLC in Denver, Colorado. Thank you to Zarlingo Robb CPAs and Business Advisors in Wheat Ridge, Colorado for providing a location for us to film this episode. At Zarlingo Robb, they think like business owners. For more information about Zarlingo Robb, please click the link in our website show notes. Hi, I'm Norrin A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors to help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transfer ownership seamlessly when the time comes. As I said, today's guest is Ken Stiefler. He's president of Exits LLC in Denver, Colorado. Ken's been an exit planner for 20 years and received his certified exit planner designation in 2009. You can go to the show notes on our website for more information about Ken Stiefler and Exits LLC. Welcome again, Ken Stiefler. Today we're going to talk about continuity planning. So what part does continuity planning play in the exit planning process?
Well, if you want or need to have your business continue, even if you don't, then it's critical that you do continuity planning. We oftentimes run into business owners that believe that they've done exit planning because they have a buy-sell agreement. Mm-hmm. And so we tell them that that's good, mm-hmm. But that's just one step of our total process. It's a very important step. But continuity planning is just absolutely critical. There are so many things that can happen that I think most business owners, if they think it through, if they internalize it, would not want to have happen. Mm-hmm. Because if a business needs to continue, or if you want it to continue even if you don't, the domino effect is that it affects your family, it affects your employees, it affects your customers, it affects your suppliers. Mm-hmm. A lot of people can be impacted by a company that has not done continuity planning.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a lot of areas that can affect it. Probably a lot of them are overlooked, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is the planning different if, say I'm a sole owner, is it different versus a company that has multiple owners?
It's dramatically different. I will always remember a story that John Brown told about one of his, this is one of his last clients before he left his law firm. It was a lady that came in and said, I've got a very successful business. Very successful. There was one kind of negative aspect about the business, and that was about one client represented about 70% of their revenue. Mm. So that was recognized as a problem. But this lady said that were I to die, the natural thing for my people, and they're very loyal, but the natural thing for my people, since there are no family members who are involved in my business. I have family members, mm-hmm. but they are not involved in the business, and they would need to get this value out in order to do the things that are important to the family. Mm-hmm. And that, but if I were to die, my loyal employees would do what is natural. They would be afraid about what's going to happen to this business, what's going to happen to me, mm-hmm. and that they would most likely start putting out resumes and leaving. And in a very short period of time, a company that's worth a whole lot would probably be worth next to nothing. Mm-hmm. And as these people left, our key client would recognize that the service has gone down, mm-hmm. and would probably seek out somebody else, and that's how the business would go to nothing. John came up with the idea of doing a stay bonus, putting mm-hmm. life insurance on the owner, getting the key people involved, and saying that there's going to be a one-page legal document that's going to say, should I die, there's a life insurance policy that's going to pay you on maybe a quarterly basis 50 to 100% over and above your salary, so you don't panic, that you don't leave, mm-hmm. and that my family, who's not involved in the business, can come in and figure out in a organized fashion what to do with this business. They did that, and within 1 year, the lady got a brain tumor mm-hmm. and died. Mm-hmm. Nobody left the company. Mm-hmm. The family came in. They actually negotiated with the key customer who decided to take the business in-house. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's a bad story, but it's also an excellent story about a sole owner.
I bet there have been a lot of stay bonuses implemented since then.
I've done a lot of stay bonuses. Well, the insurance folks that I work with have done a lot of stay bonuses.
Okay. Well, you see them used a lot then, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Great. Well, now let's talk about a business continuity instruction letter. Can you explain what that is and why every business should have one?
Well, the analogy that I use to talk about this instruction form is that I remember when my dad came to me and said, if anything happens to me, and he gave me like a 2-page thing that had, where the bank accounts were, what the password was to his Quicken account, who his advisors were, that if anything happened to him, that I could go and talk to them about it. Basically, just an instruction thing is telling it's something you can give to your key people. It's something that you can give to your family members. It's something that you can give to your advisors. It's something you can give to your friends that says basically, if something happens to me as a sole owner, this is what I would want to have happen. These are the people that I trust. So it's not perfect, but I'll tell you, in the absence of something like that, you can just sort of imagine it like in the movie Ghost, that you're sitting there seeing your people gathered around the kitchen table at the office and saying, we don't even know who's supposed to be running this business. What are we going to do?
Be a nightmare.
Be a nightmare. And
okay, good. At the end of this video, you can subscribe to our free newsletter, download free guides, and have an opportunity to win free books from Amazon.